Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ochuole and you're watching Oshi Reads. And in today's video, I thought I would do a fun tag that I found. So I've been seeing a lot of people doing the Booktube newbie tag, which is exciting. I love that so many people are joining Booktube and enjoying themselves. And I wished that there was a Booktube Oldie tag for people who are returning to YouTube or Booktube after a long break. I even thought about creating one, but like everyone that does their due diligence, I decided to search to make sure that there wasn't one before I created one, and lo and behold, there is already a Booktube Oldie tag. And this tag was made by booktuber Monica Kim, who is still very much active here on Booktube, so I will tag her original video below. This is the creator. And it's an original tag, which is so fun. But her tag was more specifically for those who had been on Booktube for a long time, not necessarily for those returning to Booktube after a long hiatus. But I still want to do it because I have been on Booktube for quite some time and I do want to remix it a bit. I hope you don't mind, Monica, and I'm going to add 2 questions of my own because I am returning to Booktube after a long hiatus. And so if there are others out there who are looking for a tag like this and who have come back to Booktube after leaving or maybe contemplating quitting Booktube, then they can do this version of the tag as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So question number 1 is, how long have you been a part of the Booktube community? So I actually started on YouTube with NaNoWriMo. I believe it was back in 2014. I made a vlog every single day for NaNoWriMo. You can still find those videos on my channel. They were the very first videos I ever made here on YouTube. And I was also doing NaNoWriMo for the first time, and I did it to find community and to find others out there like me that would kind of help me get through the process of writing a book in 30 days. And man, did I find community, and I made friends, and I vlogged and made a video every single day, and it was a very transformative experience. But I'd been watching Booktube for years prior to that. And after I finished NaNoWriMo and finished vlogging for those 30 days, I transitioned to Booktube because I'd always wanted to be on Booktube. I just started out on AuthorTube and then transitioned over. But I've been on Booktube since 2014, which, yes, is a very long time, a very, very long time. Now, question number 2 is a question that I'm going to throw in, and this is not part of the original tag, so this is the remixed version. Question number 2 by me is, why did you leave Booktube? So for me, it just wasn't fun anymore, and I wasn't enjoying myself. When did it end? All the enjoyment. I'm sad again. Don't tell my boyfriend it's not what he's made for. What was I made for? Oh, I don't know how to feel. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the hug. Yeah. Thank you for the kisses. I don't know how to feel. But I'm not really sad, I promise. I'm not really sad. Always reminds me of that song. But yes, I wasn't enjoying myself. Making videos started to feel like a burden. It started to feel like a chore, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. I wasn't having fun, and there were a lot of factors that went into that, and maybe one day I'll make a full long video about that or answer your questions if you have them in the comments. But yeah, that's just simply what it was. And I didn't know if I would ever come back. I contemplated deleting my channel. I contemplated deleting my videos. I contemplated a lot of things, but yeah, that's why I left. And I never officially left. I didn't make a video or announcement or anything like that. I just, when it stopped being fun and I stopped wanting to film and record, I stopped. And question number 3 is another question that I'm throwing in by me, Oshi Reads remix, is why did you come back to Booktube? So I came back to BookTube because I woke up one day and I realized that I really missed making videos. And I'd kind of gone through a lot this past year, and I realized that a lot of things I enjoyed doing, I'd stopped doing. And just because of my mental health, and I've been in deep grief this year. I lost my grandmother early this year, and nothing has been the same since. And they're just all up in my video today. All up in my video. And everyone deals with grief differently, but I realized that in my year of mourning, everything that I enjoyed had been stripped from me, and I just wasn't doing my hobbies and things that I loved. And I just woke up one day and I was just like, I want to come back to BookTube, and I miss all of you, and I miss talking to you all, and I miss this outlet and this creative outlet. I miss talking about books, and I miss talking about consumerism and everything I talk about on this channel. I just woke up one day and I wanted to come back. Now back to the original tag. Question number 4. What was your biggest misconception before starting BookTube? Honestly, I don't know that I had any misconceptions, because I've been watching BookTube for so long prior to starting that I don't really think I had any misconceptions. There was a learning curve when it came to being comfortable in front of the camera, being natural, not being nervous. Of course, the editing, there's always a learning curve with that when you've never done it before. But other than that, I don't really think I had any misconceptions. I kind of just dove in and I just did it, and I wanted to see how it would do, and I had no preconceived notions at all. Question number 5. How do you think BookTube has changed since you first started? BookTube has changed a lot. When I started BookTube, there were no BookTube influencers. You couldn't make a living doing BookTube videos. You couldn't make a living making YouTube videos, period, when I started. So making BookTube as a job was not a thing. We didn't get a lot of recognition from publishers and bookstores and things like that. People weren't getting books as PR from publishers. There weren't a lot of BookTube authors, like people who started BookTube and then became authors and then were able to capitalize off of their large BookTube following in order to sell their books. There were a lot of things that were different when I started. BookTube has changed a lot, especially with the addition of Book Talk. I feel like Book Talk has kind of fed into BookTube because you have a lot of book talkers coming over to YouTube and transferring their videos over here. So BookTube has definitely changed, but I think the heart of BookTube is the same. People who really love to read and want to talk about it. And that has remained the same. Question number 6. What is your favorite BookTube memory? Oh goodness, there have been so many, but I think overall my very favorite BookTube memory is honestly just everyone I've met and the friends that I've made. I've made lifelong friends doing BookTube. And BookNet Fest in 2019 was amazing. I met so many of the creators that I'd only watched and admired before and never met. And I think that that's probably been my favorite BookTube memory if you want to pick a specific event. But overall, my favorite thing about BookTube has been the lifelong friendships that I've made that I never ever could have imagined, and I'm so grateful for. Question number 7. What are some books that you were introduced to because of BookTube? Man, oh man, there are so many. I mean, back in the day, I used to watch people's wrap-ups to get recommendations and watch people's TBRs to see what other people were reading and out of curiosity. And so I just have a couple books here that I probably never ever would have picked up if it hadn't been for BookTube. In no particular order, we have The Martian by Andy Weir. It's a movie now. Never would have picked this up prior to BookTube. Next up is Eleanor and Park. This book was huge back in the day on BookTube, and it is a very polarizing book and has since been heavily critiqued. And really anything by Rainbow Rowell, I just would never have picked up a Rainbow Rowell book prior to BookTube, honestly. She's not really my cup of tea as a writer, and she's not somebody that I would have gravitated towards, so never would have picked this up. Another Rainbow Rowell book I never would have picked up prior to Booktube, Fangirl. And I actually did enjoy this one a lot more than Eleanor and Park. Never would have picked it up. Also, another author I never would have been introduced to, a book I never would have picked up, is I'll Give You the Sun by Jen D. Nelson. An excellent, excellent book. I'm so grateful to Booktube for introducing me to this author. Also, pretty much Sarah J. Maas as a whole, and Cassandra Clare, even though I haven't really read her books. There's certain authors I just never would have paid attention to in books before Booktube. Question number 8 is, what is something that frustrates you about Booktube? You know, I used to have a lot of frustrations before I left for a while, but now that I'm back, I feel very fresh. I feel very energized. And I think for right now, I'm focusing on me and my channel. I'm not going to be looking at anyone else's channel or comparing myself to anyone else. And I think that's where a lot of the frustrations come from. And I'm just doing it because of the enjoyment. And I have my enjoyment back. I have my joy back. I have my creativity back. I have my spark back. I have my excitement back. So right now, nothing is frustrating me about Booktube. Give me a couple months. Right now, we're good. nothing yet. And finally, question number 9, what is your hope for the future of Booktube? Honestly, I really like where Booktube is right now. I think that it is very fresh and it's in an evolving place. We have people that are joining every single day, which is very exciting. I think that I just want Booktube to continue to thrive and grow. I want people to continue to enjoy reading. I want people to continue to find their family, their found family here on Booktube based on, you know, whatever genre they read, what their personality is like. I think that there is a Booktuber for every type of reader out there. And I hope that viewers continue to find those creators and creators continue to find their core audience. And I just hope that Booktube continues to thrive and be a place where we can come together and share our love of reading despite our differences in, you know, nationality, culture, race, socioeconomic class, background. We're all so different, and what unites us is our love of reading, our love of words, our love of fictional worlds, and the journeys that we're able to go on because of books. The way that books and reading have changed our lives, the way certain authors have elevated who we are as people and really brought something to the table in terms of, you know, really opening up our minds and our hearts. And that's what unites us all. And I hope that that just continues. And I hope that never ends. And that is it. That is the Booktube Oldie tag. Thank you so much, Monica Kim, for making this tag. It's been out for a while. It's about 3 years old now. So if you want to do it, if you've been on Booktube for a while, if you left and you're coming back, you're more than welcome to do this version of it, or you could do the original version, whatever floats your boat. But thank you so much to Monica Kim for creating this tag. I have tagged her video down below if you want to check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like, and I will catch you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye. And that was the Booktube Oldie tag. You're watching Booktube. Those who know, know.